Bears over and bears rolls over your neighbor's dog. What's great for a snack and fits on your back and slog, log, log.
Hey guys, what's going on? Memes here. I'm reporting from an undisclosed location that may or may not be in the greater Pennsylvania area. But I had visited the little Amico Day event, the thing at the Crayola Experience in good old Easton, Pennsylvania. And I shared some of my thoughts, some of my footage and everything from earlier from some of the folks there and my experiences there. Now, people have many questions about the new Intellivision Amico. Is it good? Is it revolutionary? Will it make us coffee and everything like that? I haven't heard anyone ask that last question. But these are questions that Mr. Tallarico is going to have to answer. Maybe I'll ask him that at dinner. We shall see. But was the Amico fun? Yes, it was. Was it revolutionary? No, it wasn't at all. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's providing fun, and additionally more fun when you play with your friends. It helps to literally enhance the experience. For example, when I was playing the little asteroids game there, when you happen to get a shield, guess what? Your buddy can also duck under that shield as well. So it's like, all right, you're kind of saving each other a little bit there. I thought that was pretty cool there. I mean, it totally was fun, especially when you get the blaster power-ups and you get a pew a lot faster. I enjoy that. I still remember playing like one of the original asteroids on like my little flip phone from back in the day. Probably in astronomy class, actually, now that I think about it. It's all right. These things happen. But it's come a long way. The graphics are good. Was there lag? I didn't notice any lag when I was playing. The only thing that I could see that maybe was kind of a lag was maybe on the Flying Tigers thing at some of the initial screen there. Maybe it was because the TV had been on for so long, or maybe it was just a game effect from some of the jets and everything passing away, slightly obscuring that. But other than that, I don't know, it was Bluetooth, so I suppose could there be micro lag? Maybe, but it felt smooth to me. When I pushed on one direction, I would go in that direction. Even when I was playing Shark there, it was actually pretty good because you see the little fishy swimming by. It's like, I'm going to eat this fish. And you start becoming a bigger and bigger fish. Now, for me personally, is the Amico on the top of my list for my consoles that I absolutely must have? No, it's not. PlayStation 5 is still on the top of my list, especially since it came out again at the $500 price point. That is the top of the list there. Now, the Amico, it's coming out. It's going to be $250. Is it worth it? Depends on what you like. This is the thing. If you want to play a PlayStation, an Xbox, or a Switch, by all means. One of the gentlemen there, I think he actually put it the best. It's a complementary console. Or, if you happen to have a family, a bunch of young kids, or even just a household, it's totally fun. It's like, all right, if you happen to have a bunch of roommates or something, you all happen to chip in some money, you have a household console there where you can get back from the bar or something and toss in some asteroids and play the crap out of that as you're sobering up and everything. It's totally a blast. Literally. Now, there are some other things that we must address. Now, I need to be fully forthcoming. I was bribed by Tommy Tallarico. It's true. It's true.
Is that a joke?
It is true. He gave me this. What is this? I have no idea. All I know is it looks like a sunglasses case. Am I going to put my sunglasses in it? Not particularly. What am I going to put into it? I'm going to put the little adorable hippo that I got from the Crayola experience in it. It's totally a hippo holding bag. There you go, buddy. Get in your bag. Get in your bag. Should probably poke some air vents in there for it. As we can see, the hippo is contained. Now, as far as other things that I saw, a lot of folks there for the Crayola experience, did they show up just for the Amico? No, a lot of folks were there just because it's a big old mill building with a whole bunch of historic Crayola stuff. With a lot of people that walk by that seem to have some level of interest, especially folks with younger kids. Yeah. Were there kids that enjoyed that game? Yeah. There are kids that enjoy all types of things. There was also skee ball there. It looked fun. I got some ice cream. It had gummy bears on it. It was delicious. And then I dropped it, which was actually probably a good thing because if I actually ate the whole thing of ice cream, my tummy would probably be percolating right now. Lactose intolerance is a problem experienced by many people. Now, as far as the actual Amico goes, it was cool. The controllers seemed to last. I think one of the controllers kind of ran out of power towards the end of the demo, but been going on since like 10 o'clock in the morning or so. So, I don't know, 3-4 hours. Maybe it wasn't even fully charged. I heard up to 6. Basically, you have folks constantly playing it again. This is my observations from one of the gentlemen that I interviewed. I believe he's level 857 here on the YouTubes and the Twitters and stuff and things. He said that he did remember there was a bug or something. When I inquired and pressed him on it, he didn't really remember what the bug was. Now, apparently, these are some of the reasons they're holding the event. So in case if something happens to come up, it has not been fully launched, they can totally take care of it. And again, the way I kind of like to think of it when I was within Miss Mellon's chat earlier, somebody had kind of compared it to like playing a tablet game or a phone game. And you know what? That's not necessarily an unfair comparison because a lot of the games with the technology we have now pretty much seem like, all right, this seems like something you would play on a tablet or something. But I'll put it this way. You know, like when you go to a tablet or a phone game and you're actually playing the game after you see the trailer and you're like, this doesn't quite seem to be like the trailer that I saw. I put it in, it actually plays the way people would expect from the trailer on many mobile games. Now, I ain't trying to knock on mobile games. Heck, you can play Fortnite, you can play Call of Duty on the phone. Isn't necessarily going to be as good as something that's, I don't know, maybe hardwired and has actual, like, beefier hardware and specs? I wouldn't expect it to. I wouldn't expect it to. Does the Amico do what was promised? Have fun and bring people together? Yes, it does. Now, if you want to have something that's got like a bajillion gigafizzle flops and everything like that, by all means, get your PlayStation. I still plan on getting a PlayStation as well, but it looks like Intellivision is trying to tap into maybe an untapped market, because a lot of the references I keep on hearing is rather than comparing it to the Switch, it's more along the lines of we're comparing it to the Nintendo Wii. Why? I love Wii bowling. I like all those Wii sports things. They were fun, especially when you're playing them with other people, other human beings that you might have around with you now that the world is actually starting to open up again and actually interact, say hi, actually have a good time. I got some videos up there saying that, oh, I'm playing that Flying Tigers. It brings me back to like the old arcade. I swear, I remember playing a game like that back in probably like the early 90s. You're feeding the quarters into the machine till you're dying, and that's how they get you. You keep on feeding more and more quarters in. That's totally cool. Except you don't got to put more quarters in. You just keep on playing the game. Yes, I see you there. I see you there, John. I see you there, Tom. Yes, Tom, I am in the Pennsylvania area. I probably should actually put Discord up and see you if you're around. We're going out for dinner and, oh, I'm supposed to be leaving right now. These things happen. These things happen. Again, I never really said I was a responsible adult. I'm just some dude on the internet here that apparently, now that I'm covering gaming and stuff, and I've put some things into some words, does that make me a games journalist? I think that makes me a games journalist, but a mild-mannered games journalist on this internet of stuff and things. So here are the initial thoughts. Probably going to go out, maybe have a couple of wobbly pops. Got to drive. So maybe only one or two. But yeah, that's all we got for now. I'll share some of the more B-roll footage and everything that's going on. But otherwise, no matter what happens, everybody, peace out, be safe, and remember...
How do you know if any of this stuff is true? How do you know someone didn't just make it up?
What? You mean just lie? You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
I just mean that some of the details...
Whoa. I never thought of that. This is terrible. What if none of it's true? What if they're all lying? How would we ever know?
Have you guys checked out the Memes of Destruction's channel? He's an interesting dude. I like him.